RoboCop is about this cop named Alex Murphy. One day, he goes home to his wife and his son, and his car starts beeping out of control. He's pressing the remote, and it's not turning off. He goes to it, and it explodes, and he's really badly injured. And the only way they can really save him is for them to put him in this metallic suit, and that's the way he's gonna live. And now this whole government and Omnicorp is controlling him, like taking away his emotion. It's getting so crazy, and it's going to the point of, is this right for humanity? Is this a good thing, or is it not? Now, RoboCop is obviously based on the original movie Z that came out a couple years ago, long years ago. And everyone's going to be comparing about it, I'm sure everyone has. Like, oh, the originals are so much better, the remake, oh, it's not as good, that movie sucks. Here's the thing, remakes are going to happen, and that's just how it's going to be. Sometimes I haven't grown up with them, and it doesn't really affect me, so it's not that big. So you have to accept this. It's called a remake for a reason. They're remaking stuff, so it's not going to be similar to the original film at all. Come on. The definition of remake is literally in the title of itself. Remake! I did see the original RoboCop trilogy, loved 1, hated 2 and 3. Number 1 was just so special for its time, I could tell, because even though some things are dated, whatever, that's gonna happen, it still was a pretty cool movie, and I was excited to see what they could do with this new remake, because the trailer was kind of intriguing, and it was a pretty good movie. It's a pretty good watch. However, I wouldn't say that it's an immediate decision to go see, because there are some problems with the film. Let's start off with the pros. The acting was pretty decent, and the standouts, of course, were Samuel L. Jackson, Michael Keaton, and Gary Oldman. They were all good. They're just the obvious strong hearts of this movie. These actors, they know what they're doing, and they're awesome. I thought Joel Kinnaman was pretty good as the new RoboCop. He did a pretty good job. Of course, he's going to be robotic, so you never do get a really good chance to see what else he can do. But it was still pretty good. His wife was also good in the role. His son was even good. I was surprised by that. It was really good. Jay Baruchel was great as this villain. Well, not great. I'll get to that in a moment. There was this guy who's this weapons specialist type person who goes against RoboCop in field testing. And, he's there for about 15 minutes in total, but he was okay. I mean, he wasn't my favorite character. The action scenes in the movie are pretty decent. In fact, they're pretty entertaining to watch, just happen right in front of you. RoboCop's moving around, firing his guns, and it's pretty cool. I gotta admit, I was entertained during the action scenes. You have to admit that, and I am. Now, the cons of this movie, the villains aren't standouts. I mean, the standout one is Michael Keaton, this villain. He's not perfect, though. I'll get to that in a moment. The other villains that are his side villain people, like Jay Baruchel and those other two, they're not really villains. They're just like lackeys that come along for the ride and maniacal laugh with them. And they're really weak, and I didn't really care what happened to them, and yeah. And Michael Keaton, although he was a good villain, he wasn't a standout. He wasn't perfect as a villain, because whenever the climax is going on, I didn't really care about it. I don't feel tension. There's a movie I'm reviewing later called Non-Stop. I'll refer to that in the later review, but I'm going to refer to it here as well. In Non-Stop, there were some tensionous scenes. In this movie, there aren't really that many tensionous scenes, because you don't really care about what's happening with these characters. And that's kind of weird to say, since it's about a guy who gets put into a robot suit and is called RoboCop. The CGI was good, except for when they had to move RoboCop around in the fighting scenes between those big dinosaur-like robot. I don't know what they're called, but besides when he's doing the Sam Raimi Spider-Man treatment, it looks pretty good, I gotta say. And there definitely were some scenes in the movie where it just felt like disjointed. Like if they had like been removed or altered, then it would be good. And since they didn't do that, it really did downgrade the film. But all in all, I was really impressed with this new RoboCop film. It's not a definite watch, but if they ever make a sequel or whatever, you should definitely check it out. I'm gonna give it a B. Yes, I'm going back to letter grades, and yeah, I know my rating system has been very weird. And I'll just explain it this way. Movies will get the letter C treatment, and video games will get the number treatment. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with TV shows and books. Yeah, I review those things too. I only reviewed one book, though. But I'll find out whenever I review my next book, like, ever, or TV show. Thank you all for watching this review, and if you have seen RoboCop, what did you think about it? Comment below, let me know. I'd love to hear about your opinion. And that's going to do it for me. I'm Jackson Fulcher. See you guys later.